Hi there, it's Paula with another tech tip for teachers. This one is from Alice Keeler, and it goes hand in hand with a recent video I posted where I showed how you could clean up your Google Classroom's stream by eliminating classwork posts on the stream. And most people liked that, and it helped, keep things a little bit less cluttered. And one of my suggestions was use the stream to make an announcement such as, hey, don't forget to click on the classwork tab when you want to see your homework assignments. But the problem with that suggestion is that anything you post on the stream gets buried as you post more on the stream. So I found this in my travels. If you guys have not come across anything by Alice Keeler, you should look her up on YouTube or Google her name. She's fabulous, and she has a million tips and tricks to help teachers when they're working specifically with programs like Google Classroom and a couple of others, but really great stuff for remote learning. And the thing that she showed on this link that I'll share with you is how to make something like this. This is one that I made. I'm going to show you how to do it, which is an image. She created a template that is the perfect size to fit in that banner area of Google Classroom. So if we create something that looks like this will always be at the top of our screen in Google Classroom when we, go to the main page on the stream. And there's literally a pointer at the word classwork. So it would look like this. So here I added that image to the class header. And if you can see, there's the classwork tab, and my little Bitmoji finger is pointing right to it. So this was super easy to make with Alice Keeler's help. She created that template. It's a Google drawing that's the appropriate size. And I simply added two Bitmojis, one with my face and one that was just the pointing finger, and one text box. And so the steps are really simple. Download her template, edit it by adding those couple of elements, save it, and then upload it to Google Classroom. So let's go through the process. The link, I came across this website, which was, her page that showed how to create a Google header template. And on this page is a link that you can download, and it is right here. So if we go to alicekeeler.com/GC header, we will get to this downloadable file that she made for us. Yes, we would like to make a copy in our Google Drive. And it's making a copy. And we've got, I think her template is blue. And so, of course, you can edit, anything about it, change the color. The one thing that I didn't love was that when you make it, I was using, different colors that I thought were eye-catching. And if you remember, here's my sample that I made. And it's nice and bright and beautiful. But for some reason, when you upload it into Google Classroom and create it as the theme for your classroom, it gets almost like a gray filter over it. So my recommendation to you would be to use the brightest colors possible to still let it stand out as much as possible, even though it's going to have that, sort of grayed out look. So that was one thing I couldn't fix. If I figure out the workaround, I'll share it. So here is the header template, and you can change the color. So we can do right click it to choose background. And there we go. And you can have a solid color. You could do the gradient effect. Maybe something nice, bright blue, and something like that is fine. Okay, so I have already added the Bitmoji Chrome extension. So in my browser, I have the URL bar, just like everybody, and my icon right here to show that I'm logged in. And across here are all of those extensions that I use regularly. And Bitmoji is one of my favorites. I'm obsessed with her. She can change her hair color as often as I change mine. So we'll click Bitmoji, and I'm just going to find one, maybe one that's mine my picture before said hi. Maybe I wanted to say welcome or hello or something like that. Maybe welcome. So we're going to right click her and choose copy and then paste. Control V to paste. And there she is. Now, if you remember the look of the Google Classroom header, I believe the title of your class kind of lives over here. So we don't want our picture in there. I'm going to drag her over to the right side and leave, this left area free for what automatically will get populated there, which is the title of my Google class. So I've got my one Bitmoji, and then I'm just going to add one more because I know now that Bitmoji has a finger. So if you type point, there it is. So again, you can either click and drag or right click, copy and paste. Move it. It was, if I remember correctly, it wasn't exactly in the center. I think it was just a little bit off from the center. The word classwork is going to kind of live somewhere over here. So there is my pointer. And the final thing to add would be a text box that says, so we'll do insert text box, maybe something like, we're literally creating, a billboard that says to the kids, where can you find your assignments? Oh yeah, right here in the classwork tab. So it's just that, friendly reminder that will be highlighted all the time when they go to their class. So let's make a little text box here. And I'm going to change the color of the font to something bright, either white or bright yellow, and maybe make it bold and a little bit larger. And I'll say, click the Classwork tab to see all of your assignments. Of course, you can make it say whatever you like. Assignments, there we go. Okay, so maybe I'll just move this down a little bit. And because again, the title is going to live kind of over here. Now we're all set. I added 3 elements, super easy. Now we are just going to save it. So we're in Google Drawings. So we're just going to do File and slide down to Download. And the recommendation was to save it as a PNG file. So we're just going to click that. And it downloaded it right here for me. So now when I go to Google Classroom, let's go to my real class, LR Library. And I had chosen one of the, Google Classroom themes, which probably many of you did as well. And we're going to click Upload Photo. And I'm going to drag it. I have it saved, downloaded right here. Just going to slide it right up there, let it upload. For some reason, the default is to sort of crop this when you're, messing with your Google headers, your Google Classroom headers. So we're just going to pick it up and move it and then resize it to fit in that space. So we've got that. And then we just hit Select Class Theme. And boom, there she is. So now I've got, a visual literally pointing to where the kids have to go to find their assignments. So I thought this was a good one. Let me know if you have any questions or if you need a refresher on any of the other things that I mentioned earlier in this video. Any questions? You know where to find me.